Alright, this is the code from part 1 and part so one of them is use keras, one of them use pytorch. So most of the explanation I already told in the first video. So in this video I will just run the code again step by step. So first I run the pytorch. So first I import the library and I use GPU, CPU, and I download the mix data sets. Okay, and I check what's the data, training data looks like, and the test data sets looks like. And how many data points in there. And I check the size. And I make sure the size is can plug into CNN later. All the code is get from the course website, the lecture website examples. And I check the first image, one of the images from the samples. Use loaders, define CVM models. Okay, check loss function, optimizers, and train the models 5 times. Alright, let's run another the TensorFlow. It takes a while. So one of the cool things I learned from using this tool is that when I try to make comment in my language, which is Chinese, right? So if I make comments like this one, train the model. If I like try to make my you see that it automatically made a comment for me. So it knows what type of the comment. You see that? It knows what kind of the comment I want to try. This is exactly the comment I want to make. So in my language. So this tool is, I think the model is trained with all the codes from all different users in GitHub from all around the world. So some of the programmers in are Chinese programmer. So also the different language programmer. So when the AI, when the people, the engineer try to train this model, they also use the code from those users, those international programmers. Those international programmers, they make comments on the code they wrote. So when I try to use this, use AI pairing from this, from the GitHub Copilot, it also use their comments. That's the cool thing I found. All right, this still training. It takes a while. This part, okay. I can run this. I can run a TensorFlow a little bit. Can save a little bit time. By the way, this code. This is the exactly code I got from the lectures. So what I do, just follow the make comments of what I do next and just use the code they provide one by one. So I make, so the next one is normalized data, and I hardcode the encoder, hardcode the label, create CNN models, compile the models. Alright, we train the models. It also takes a while. Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Let's train this model 3 times. Okay? Because on the first example, I trained the model only one epoch. So, okay. Let's go back to pytorch. Okay, it's still running. So as a data science students, most of times we just use some codes from the website, from the official website, from the Scikit-learns. Like sometimes we use the code directly from others. And that is the widely used case. Like for example, the model loop. The model loops, when we we are not going to write every single code because some of the code is already organized. So most of the time, just write a little bit code, but most of the code just use from another source. But my point is when I use this software, when I use this tool, it saved me a lot of time. Even to look, even on the searching aspect. Sometimes when I try to find one example, it takes quite a bit time. But using this kind of tool, use the AI pairing tool, is saving me a lot of time. For example, after I train these models, I just type comments, and you see, if I want to save the model, he already know what I'm going to do for the next step. Right. Anyway, still training for TensorFlow. The keras. All right. It run two epochs, one more epochs. Okay, on during the time of training these two models, let's go to the some of the work I've done. Alright, so I'm taking the reinforcement class, right? So I also use this tool on my coding. So one of the cool things is that when I try to um, make comment, uh, it shows that what kind of comment I try to make. So, like for example, this kind of comments is not made by me; it's made by the AI. So the AI already know what kind of comment I want to make. Anyway, let's go back to training. The way is still alright. This one is done. Okay. The reason I run one eval on the velocity on the first video because it takes a lot of time. So, and I also don't run the code during the video because it takes a while. Okay. Alright, park the loss and accuracy. Alright, this time you can see the curve. Okay. See, let's transfer loss. Okay. It's that the whole killer examples. Let's go back to PyTorch. PyTorch still training. Try to comment this out. I try to do the same thing, like test the model, right? CNN, EVAL, then correction, total, show all images, then got this. Alright, use this and print. Okay. So what I'm showing is the code I already typed is exactly what I will do if I don't type the code first. Uh, be careful. Anyway, be careful by the code you use. Be careful the code you use because the AI doesn't know what kind of the example, what kind of the data set. I mean, most of the time you need to look at the code, look at the code, make sure it's in the it's in the organized in the right way. Otherwise, you might run into error. Okay, still running. Alright, 5 epochs. Okay, almost done. Okay. All right. Let's test the model. All right. All right. Accuracy of the model in one.